What is going on, everybody? Jay here from Maji and Jay. Today I'm bringing you a very cool unboxing and semi-review of a phone that truly has three 13 megapixel sensors, one on the front and two on the back. I'm talking about the Umi Z Pro, and as you guys know, in my channel I did unbox and gave away a Umi Z. The phone was an absolute hype. A lot of people are very excited about it because of the new processor, which is the Helio X27. It's a Deca core processor clocked at 2.6 gigahertz. Also comes with 4 gigabytes of RAM and 32 gigabytes of internal storage. You can upgrade it and so much more. Now this device here, the difference between the Umi Z and the Z Pro is that this one has dual cameras on the back, and on the front now we have a 13 megapixel shooter, the same one that we see on the back we're going to see in the front, with a flash as well. So I am super excited about this product, guys. You have no idea. The Chinese are definitely stepping it up when it comes to innovating products lately. Alright guys, so enough has been said. Let's go ahead and waste no more time and check and see what comes inside of the box. So here we have the phone itself. And as we know, the design looks very similar to the iPhone on the back side, at least the camera design, and on the front it looks like the OnePlus 3T. A lot of you guys have said it in the comments, and I do agree, the phone looks very similar, and I have to say guys, it is an absolute gorgeous device. I do like the design. Even though it is not a bezel-less phone as we have seen in the market, it is still very nice. So let's go ahead and remove here the front screen protector, and here we find the beautiful screen, and as you guys can tell, when it's off, it's matching here with the bezels, giving it a very nice premium look. Then on the back here we have the metallic frame, and we can see that the difference so far is that this one says Umi DG. On the Umi Z, it just said Umi and not the DG part. So on the back here is where we're going to find those two 13 megapixel sensors. They are made by Sony. I think it's the IMX258. They do record in 4K as well, and it's going to be very similar to the performance as the Umi Z, with the exception that we can now do more things with the dual cameras that we didn't have before. Also, we got here the dual tone LED flash, and we also got there the secondary microphone. And then towards the bottom here, it just says on there, designed by Umi DG, Android smartphone assembled in China. Towards the bottom side, we got here the USB Type-C with the loudspeaker. And by the way, the loudspeaker is exactly the same quality as the Umi Z. We have the microphone. On the left hand side here, we got just the SIM tray, and it does support a nano size and also a TF card if you wish to install it. Or you can just install two SIM cards at the same time, as it is a dual SIM, dual standby device. On the right hand side here, we're going to find all the buttons. We have the volume rocker up and down together with the power key, and that's pretty much it for the entire phone. On the front, as I said before, we have the 5.5-inch display, Full HD. On top there we have that 13 megapixel sensor, and we can see it there by the quality of the lens. It looks very cool. We have the earpiece, the proximity and light sensor, and you're also going to find a flash here on the right hand side for the camera. And then towards the bottom here, we have a fingerprint scanner. This is also a home key and a task killer key. We find the menu and the back key. Even though we can't see it here on the phone, they are switchable, so you can change the menu key to the right side and the back key to the left side. And you can also have them on the operating system, is that what you really want. So that's definitely a plus for this phone. So the battery, we already know, is at 3,780. And then inside of the box here, we have the same things that we saw from the Umi Z, and we got the fast charger, the USB Type-C, a SIM opener, and the manuals. So let's go ahead and get started here by turning on the phone. And I know that a lot of you guys, like myself, are camera freaks. We love quality cameras, and let me tell you guys that I was really losing hope on the Chinese to bring nice cameras to their phones, and today is that day, and I'm truly excited about this one in particular. The first thing we can find here is the lock screen, very similar to what we saw in the previous version. So as I said before, nothing really changes when it comes to the operating system and the performance of the phone. So on the first boot up, we have to enter the passcode. There we go. By the way, this is the fingerprint. It works quite fast. So let me wake it up. You guys can see it's not slow whatsoever. And I have recorded my 2 thumbs. You guys can see that it is almost instant. Now right now I do not, oh there we go, I did have it to where I can just put in my fingerprint and wake it up directly from here without having to press the power key, so that's definitely great. Now something that I wish they added to this device was NFC. I believe we don't have it. Let me just go ahead and confirm that, and no, we do not have NFC on this phone. Something that I was hoping for, because as we know, Android Pay is very popular here in the United States, at least I use it a lot. So not having it is a little bit of a bummer. Now here we have the memory. This is for the RAM. We have the 4 gigs that I told you guys before. Also we got the storage. This one comes with 32 gigabytes. Okay, and then here we're going to go ahead and confirm all the language supported, so that way you guys can see if this is going to work for you or not. This is supposed to be an international device, so it's going to support about 43 languages. I know that's not all of them, but I think it's going to be the most popular ones. Okay, there we go. So going back here, let's go into about device and confirm the operating system. And here we can see some of the specs of the phone and whatnot. And then towards the bottom, you got the Android version, the 6.0. And there it is, the Marshmallow. Okay, so now getting back here to the home screen, let's go into the app drawer. And here we're going to find the Antutu benchmark app that I mentioned before. So I got a score of almost 100,000. That's thanks to the Helio X27 that is on this device. It's an absolute beast and a very good performer. As you guys can tell, I got 95,000 this time. My best score was 109,000 at one point. Now here on info, we can confirm the GPU is actually the Mali T880. I do apologize, I think I mentioned the T860. It's a great GPU, by the way. It's great for gaming and such. So here we got the memory information and the camera information and so on and so forth. And the good thing about Umi is that they do not fake, you know, all the specs. Everything that you see on the Antutu benchmark is going to be very, very accurate. Also, we're going to go ahead and check here the Geek benchmark score. Let me see if I can find the app, and here it is. Okay, so here are the results of the Geek benchmark 4, and for the single core I got 1765, quite impressive, and for the multi-core is 4275. So we are getting very similar scores to higher end devices, also known as flagship, and for this phone to be only $250, I would say this is damn impressive. Another great aspect of the phone is that call quality is pretty premium. They are very similar to higher end devices like the Samsung Galaxy S7, the iPhone, and so on and so forth. It works quite well, so I was really happy to see that as well. So now one of the other subjects that we're going to be talking about, and I think is one of the most important, and I have left it for last, is about the camera application. It has changed quite dramatic from the Umi Z, the original one. With the dual cameras now, we have a lot more features. We have live photos. Of course, we got settings, and on here we can change a lot of things now that we couldn't do before with the Umi Z. And here we can change also the photo size to different ratios and whatnot. So you know, it's really user friendly as well, guys. We have on here it's called Pro Photo, where you can change the you know, you can change the white balance, you can change the focus to be manual, and you can do so many things now. And this is really cool. We even have here digital zoom. As you guys can see, we can go up to 3 times, and that's about it. But it's definitely a great feature to see on cameras. And now getting back here to the one that I was on before, which is called bokeh or bokeh. I don't know which one they tried to really pronounce here, but when you tap on it, it's going to give you that effect that we are looking for. For example, let's say I want to focus, or I accidentally focus here on the Umi DG logo, and then you can see that the background has been blurred out. I can simply shoot the picture. Okay, and then after shooting the picture, I can go directly into it, and then I can edit it and choose which area I really want it to focus. So right now it's loading, and as you guys can tell, it's a little bit laggy sometimes, but I can click on it, and then if I click on this little icon right here, I can go ahead and choose where I want it to focus on the first place. If I click here on refocus, I can focus the V20. There we go. I can focus the Apple logo. I can focus the other box. And I can do this for pretty much any photo out there. So that's definitely a great feature. So I'm telling you guys, this device has tremendous qualities for the price, $250. And you're getting a very good camera. And not to mention that the front-facing camera is even better. So let's go ahead and exit out of this mode. Let's go here into photos. And I'll be able to switch here to the front-facing camera. There we go. This is the 13 megapixel sensor, and as I mentioned before, you have the option to turn on the flashlight, and there is the flashlight. This is great for nighttime selfies, and it works pretty well. I already tested it myself. I turned off all the lights in my room, and I tried it, guys, and it works absolutely fabulous. The photos are really good, just the same way as you would take them from the backside. With this 13 megapixel sensor, you can take exactly the same quality. So having 3 13 megapixel sensors in one phone, to me, that's absolutely insane. Now, we're not talking about just any sensor. These are all Sony IMX258 sensors, so they are performing quite well. So with this being said, guys, I think I have covered some of the basics of the Umi Z Pro. If you guys want a more in-depth review, let me know in the comment section below and I can do just that for you. But for right now, you guys have seen enough. And also, if you want to learn more about the performance of the phone itself, just go ahead and check my Umi Z video. And on that particular one, I mentioned more about the performance of the device. In this particular one, I just wanted to talk more about the camera and also some of the new things like the color and the body now is a little bit different, including the logos. And of course, the design of the camera on the back has changed quite a bit. So with this being said, guys, if you have any questions, you know exactly what to do. Just leave your comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you find it helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next one.